Hello, everybody. How you doing? You're welcome to the channel. Talking about the Premier League today. Who's going to win it? Can Arsenal win the Premier League? We'll be having those discussions today. Hopefully, I'll be joined by some Chelsea fans, some Arsenal fans, and Manchester United fans. Maybe some Liverpool fans as well. Seeing the way the season has gone, it kind of feels like you know Manchester City from nowhere and now in the rear view of Arsenal. Chelsea are said to be in the title race, and then of course you have the whole thing with Maresca. According to Fabrizio Romano, maybe it's not going to happen as some people think. But let's see how that checks out. We'll talk about all those on here about Manchester City, talk about Manchester United. Where would they finish? What will be success for them this season? Because for me, look at Amorim, look at the way he's treating Mano. It's one of those things I don't quite get with coaches. I don't quite get with modern day coaches here because you want to play this 3-4-3 formation where you have in two tens and Buemo and Cunha behind Sesko, and then you want to have Kobe Mano in that what's it called now in the defense. I mean, you want to have two central midfielders in the defense, in the midfield, that can go box to box, that have that energy, high octane. But rather than going to Kobe Mino, that is sort of tailor made for that kind of role, you're insisting on going with Ruben Amorim. I mean, sorry, you're not going with Bruno Fernandes. For me, that just doesn't make sense. I've said the same thing as well with respect to Nigerian Super Eagles. It just doesn't make sense to me, in my humble opinion, to have Iwobi and Ndidi playing in those striker roles, in those central midfielder roles, because they would expire. And when you play the two-man midfield, there's nowhere for you to hide. So that's my issue for one with Ruben Amorim. It's all good, like every modern manager right now. Everyone wants to stick to, I have my style of play, I have my philosophy. I'm not going to depart from it, no matter what come rain or sun. I will stick with how I want to play. But you have you as a coach, you will not be going onto the pitch to play. You'll be going onto the pitch. You'll be having players to play on the pitch to carry out your instructions, to carry out your philosophy. So when you're now using players that are not good enough, right? What do you then, expect? Brother, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. How you doing? Good luck. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No. Can you hear me? No, can you hear me? Okay. Mama, good luck. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Or you're on mute? I don't know if you can hear me. Um, yeah. Good luck. I don't know. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just answer. I don't know. Okay. So yeah. So we're talking about the Premier League today. Talking about if Arsenal can win this league. So good luck. What do you think? Do you think Arsenal can win the league? If possible? I don't know. Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah. Good luck. Can you hear me? Good luck. You're on screen. I can see you. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know if you can hear me as well. I don't know. Can you hear me? I don't know. Can you hear me? Because I was thinking it's almost like no one is hearing me. Or maybe do I remove you and add you back? Let me see what's going on. Bear with me. Can you hear me? Because I've been. What's going on? Good luck. Can you hear me? I'm trying. Yeah, it's kind of maybe he's having some network issues with his phone. I mean, with having some issues with the network because I've been speaking for some time. I'm not quite sure if he was able to hear me. Hopefully, good luck will join us. Will join us later on. So, Premier League, Premier League, Premier League, Premier League. Which think is going to win it? So, Arsenal, they drew against Chelsea and they drew against Sunderland, but they're still top of the table. And of course, you have Manchester City in their rearview mirror. Who do you think is going to win? For me, I think it's still Arsenal's title to win. To win at this point in time, they're still sitting pretty toward the league table. They're still sitting pretty on top of the league table. Please, if you can hear me, can you just say so in the comments? Because I don't know if it's so. Yeah, good luck has joined us back. Let's see. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Good luck, can you hear me? I can hear something from your end, but I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you now.
All right, thank you. Perfect now. That's good. That's good. Nice to have you on. So, the big question: do you think Arsenal can win this league? First off, because I think right now they're sitting on top of
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
league
can hear
table.
you now. I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. So, first off, Arsenal will they win the league or they're going to struggle?
Oh, well, personally, I think Arsenal, honestly, them winning this league is not going to be easy. It's going to be a difficult one based on the challenges they have currently. If you look at their defense, losing Real and their Rolls Royce defender, what's his name? Saliba, to injury.
Saliba.
It has really
Mm-hmm.
hampered the force and the speed that they started. Yeah, mm.
Okay.
It's going to be a very difficult one for them to win this league. They need to ensure that they cope with this injury crisis that we have recently. I was hearing that one of their, I think he's one of the biggest squad players they have in terms of adding speed to the midfield and the attack. He was close to returning back, but unfortunately he also went back. He had a reoccurrence with his injury.
Okay.
So Arsenal winning this league is going to be very difficult for them. For them to win the league, they need to overcome these challenges of injuries. So, from my own personal opinion, I still don't see Arsenal winning the league. I don't see them.
I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans, I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans would disagree on that point, because yeah, they haven't won it in a long while. I just feel like Manchester City, with the force they're coming with, they may just end up winning this league again. I would have loved Chelsea to win it, but it just feels like that's not even going to happen. Because one, you have
They
Enzo
may just
Maresca,
end up winning this league again. But
you
I
know,
love Chelsea to win it.
he's a stubborn manager. He keeps playing fullbacks in midfield, keeps benching Estavallo. So I think Chelsea may just manage to finish in top four. I think Chelsea will finish in top four this season, you know, comfortably with maybe some games to spare. And then Liverpool, I think Liverpool, the way they're going, maybe they finish top five, top six. That's how I think that would go. So then for Ruben Amorim, they drew again. They drew to Bournemouth. Just as everyone thought that they are back in form, winning games, and the way that game started, felt like they were going to run out winners of that game. Ended up drawing that game. So first off, I want to ask because I've been thinking about this. Manchester United, they play this. Well, Ruben Amorim wants to play this 3-4-3 formation using these two central midfielders, but he keeps going to Ruben and what do they call him? Bruno Fernandes. He keeps going with Bruno Fernandes. For me, I don't think Bruno Fernandes suits that type of player. I think Bruno Fernandes at his best is if you're playing a 4-3-3, he's the 10 behind the striker to create, to score from outside and all that. But to have him as a part of a two-man midfield, I don't think it suits him very well. But what do you think about Manchester United as a whole and Ruben Amorim's 3-4-3 formation and Bruno Fernandes? Do you think he suits what Amorim wants to do?
In the case of Manchester United, they have a lot of ups and downs in terms of their results, their style of play, and what the manager wants to contribute to the team. Now, Bruno Fernandes is someone that is very important in any team. Put him in the Manchester United team. He's someone he has the ability to give you that goals and assists. Put him in an Arsenal team. I think he can perform better than Martin Odegaard. Now, Bruno Fernandes in the Chelsea team is similar to Frank Lampard. He's someone that has that ability to detect how the team will play going forward. Now, Ruben Amorim just came to Manchester United last season. He's trying to test one or two formations and tactics to enable him find the perfect winning solution for Manchester United. And honestly, the club is giving him the backing required for a manager to succeed. But playing in that style of formation, I think that 4-3-3, 3-4-3, sorry, is difficult for him because I think Manchester United they play more with the wing backs, and it's not giving him that ability to perform better. And aside the fact that him as a midfielder, he tries as much as possible to score goal and assist. I think that formation is also making him to fall back and also help the team defend, which is not his strength. Personally, I don't think that is his strength. So Manchester United in this current campaign, I think if they see a sixth or seventh, they have tried. Maybe he looks at the team, try to play to the strength of Bruno Fernandes, especially, and also look at one or two players like Zeski. Zeski is not helping that team at all. Sesko is really not. He's really has not really picked up that speed that he has in Germany. So I think this season, basically, what he should look at is ensuring that the team is moving forward in terms of what he wants to establish. Then next season, he can do better with the team. I can give an example like Enzo Maresca last season. He had a lot of ups and downs, but you could see what he was trying to do. His ideas was clear. Towards the end of the season, he had a good run of form, won a couple of trophies, and everybody believes in him. Now he has started this season. Despite some shortcomings, he's having issues to manage game properly. But you could see the manager is taking the team to where he wants the team to be. So Ruben Amorim is a good manager. If he can try and ensure that Manchester United stay above eighth place, let's say seventh or sixth, I think Manchester United will do better next season. So that's just what I think.
Yeah, so I think that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I just think that Ruben Amorim, he has what I would say in my opinion is that I think he has this issue that every young manager has. That all these modern managers, Maresca, Arteta, you know, himself, Amorim, Zabi Alonso, they have the style of play and they want to stick to it no matter what happens. Whether they are losing 5-0, whether they are losing 10-0, whether they are winning, whether they are drawing, they want to stick to it. So for me, that's what issue I have with what's his name now, Maresca, is that you're playing people in position where they're not playing well, in my opinion, I think, because Gusto is a right back. You play him as an 8 sometimes. You play him as a 10 sometimes. When you have that Buonanotte, of course, he's not as good as Palmer, but he should be the second guy. He's a better midfielder than a right back. So Amorim, I think maybe they need to go into the transfer market and get a midfielder that suits what they want to play. Because, for instance, like I think they missed the trick. They should have got Uche Crisantos. That would have been someone to play. Could be Meno, could have been someone they could. I think they should be using, like he should be using in that position in that midfield. Because in a two-man midfield, I don't think you can hide. You can't hide if you're playing 4-3-3. You can just one midfielder can always hide. But when you're playing that two-man thing, I think it will be a bit difficult. But just like you say, this is second season going in. Maybe next season they're able to go to the transfer market and sign midfielder that can do what he wants them to do. Because for me, other than that, just like when Chelsea had Conte, you couldn't hide in that formation. The wing backs you can't hide, the two midfielders you can't hide. Now there's a big news that broke out, when Maresca gave an interview about two. What did he say? He said that the past 48 hours after the Atlanta loss was the worst time in his Chelsea career. And then recently, was it today, we heard something about Manchester City having him on their list of new managers. So if Maresca, first off, if Maresca leaves, does it bother you or would you be upset? Or you don't care so much about it? Well, how would you feel first off if Maresca leaves? Think you frozen? Can you hear me? I think probably he's frozen. Probably frozen. Oh, sorry. So the question remains. The question still remains. Good people. Um, if you're just fan out there, how do you feel? What do you feel? How would you feel if Maresca was to leave? Sorry, I'm paying attention. Don't worry, guys. I'll be back with us soon. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. In a minute. Okay. Oh, it's gone off. All right, that's fine. Yeah. So, how would you feel if Maresca was to leave? For me, right now, I don't think I'll feel any kind of way. If he goes, I think another manager can come in. My humble opinion, because first off, there's a lot of Chelsea fans are going on about, oh, the board they haven't backed him, they haven't given him the right squad to use, they haven't given the right personnel to use. But for me, the thing is, last season you had Felix, you had Christopher Nkunku on the bench. You refused to use them. You refused to use these players. You kept on with Palmer, even when Palmer was injured, clearly injured, and that's why this season now, everyone is having to patch up Kopama. Everyone is having to manage Kopama. Or play one match today, next two games you're not going to play. Play 15 minutes one match, then don't play again for the next two games. I think he's part of he's at fault. You had Vega in the team. Of course, Cucurella is the number one guy. He's better than Vega, but you have Vega in the team. When Cucurella got suspended, instead of playing Vega there, you took Gusto and played him at left back. So for me, I keep asking this question. And look at what's happened with Estavayo William. He's playing Estavayo William. Sometimes he'll play him, sometimes he won't play him. And when he plays him, he's leaving the young kid isolated. He's leaving that young kid isolated. 2v1s, 3v1s, constantly, every play, every possession. So I ask the question, who is that world-class winger that will come in and thrive? 2v1 every play, 2v1, 3 players against that one winger. I asked him before Estavayo William joined because everyone was criticizing Madueke. He's not good. Let him go. Sell him. He's blah, 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 blah. I asked Chelsea fans, I said, this Estavayo William that you wanted to sign, have you seen how his wingers play with his fullbacks play with him? The same thing now. Everyone is raving about Kenda. Everyone is saying, oh, Kenda is this guy. He'll be unbelievable. When you bring him to Chelsea, he'll be phenomenal. I ask again, for Sporting Lisbon, do you see how these players, do you see how his fullback play with him? Do you see how they combine with him?
Sorry, I'm having network issues, but I think the network is up now.
Okay. So the question I asked, first off, we heard about Maresca saying the past 48 hours after the Atlanta game was his worst time at Chelsea and all that. And then we now hear about that Manchester City, they have him on their list of coaches to replace Guardiola if Guardiola leaves. So first off, how would you feel about Maresca? How would you feel if Maresca leaves? You happy, sad? What would be your thoughts if he leaves? First off. Yeah, I don't know if you heard. Did you hear me?
Okay, well, Enzo,
Taking a bit. Can't quite see you. I think Good Luck is having some network issues, so apologies for that. Hopefully, he's able to. He's back again. Let's okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So please repeat the question.
Yeah. So I said about Maresca. It was after his I think the game. He said after the Atlanta game in an interview, he said that was his worst time at Chelsea, and a lot of people were saying it was the board. They had issues with the board and things like that. And then, of course, we then heard that Manchester City have him on their list of coaches to replace Guardiola if Guardiola leaves next season. So I'm asking, how would you feel if Maresca leaves Chelsea? Would you be happy with it? Would you be angry with about it? You don't care about it. So what do you think? What's your opinion on Maresca if he leaves?
Um, Enzo Maresca is a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
Now, him leaving Chelsea at this point definitely is going to be difficult for the Chelsea fan base. A lot of coach players in the team they like him. The fan base, some like him. Whenever he has some couple of bad games, some people tends to criticize him. So personally, if he leaves, well, I'm not going to be happy in the sense that Maresca is someone that has developed the team, irrespective of the inconsistencies that he has experienced while coaching the team. Now, but I don't think it will be difficult for him to leave because the Chelsea, the Todd Bowley 2029. So Manchester City poaching him from Chelsea is not going to be easy. They are going to pay a lot of money. That's one. But I believe the Chelsea management is not going to let him go because he's making huge progress in terms of his style and whatever it is they present to him, he tries as much as possible to utilize it in his best of his ability. We know that he has a shortcoming in terms of managing players. For instance, um, William Estaval is someone that we know is very talented. He's a very talented player. But given the fact that he has some good run of game, I expect him to use him more frequently or more often. But all of a sudden, you see he starts using William Estavo in maybe Champions League or Cup games. Then when he gets to leave, he does not want to use him. He brings him 10, 20 minutes to go. So what I'm trying to say is that he's not totally consistent, but he's learning on the job. So I think it's a good thing. They allow him to at least walk all through the season. And from there we can ascertain if he's someone that we can decide to work with, or we can just let him go and look for someone that can do the job better.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. But now I want to put you on the spot. I want to ask you something because I have been having this issue. Sometimes when I say to Chelsea fans, it's like, "What am I talking about? You're a dinosaur. You don't know what you're talking about." So I want to know what your own opinion is. This thing where you have fullbacks playing in midfield, like Malagusto playing in midfield, with James plays in midfield. Even in that League Cup game, he took off Buonanotte, who is a 10, and brought on Gusto. brought on Gusto instead in midfield when Gusto is a fullback. How do you feel about that?
Well, honestly, that you see that area of his tactics, I don't like it because Malo Gusto is someone that if he's playing from the wing, he tried his best defensively, but going forward, you don't see enough attacking input from him. So put him in the 10 is totally I don't see any effect. Hey, putting Malogusto in that position is wrong. In fact, Rich James playing that right back is going to add more contribution in the attack because he has good vision playing from the right back. We have good midfielders. We have Santos. We have Enzo Fernandez. We have Moses Caicedo, Cole Palmer. We have a lot of good midfielders. So I don't see the need putting right backs in the midfield or in the name of you're trying to invert. I think is one tactics he needs to change. And a lot of Chelsea
think good luck could be having some network issues. Apologies for that. But so while he okay, so I'll just take him off. Maybe network can come back. So I agree with good luck to a large extent. You know, growing up watching the likes of Roberto Carlos, watching Cafu, they were dynamic. They were dynamic in that they are fullbacks, but they could force the attack, go out wide, overlap, come inside, underlap, put crosses into the box, make runs into the box. They were dynamic. You didn't have them stationed in the midfield, like just smash them into the midfield and say stay there, or smash them into that right wing or left wing and say stay there. They were allowed to be dynamic, but what Enzo Maresca is doing for me, I don't quite like it. I don't like it. I don't see that huge benefit you get for playing the fullback in midfield. If you want athleticism, you can get in this 2025 athletic midfielder that can run, that can make those late runs into the box from there. I think you're losing out something where you're having likes of Estavayo, Gittins, Ganacho, you're having them isolated game after game after game after game after game, when you should be aligning fullbacks to give them support to where you can have Estavayo combining with Gusto or with James. When Gusto overlaps, he can pull one defender or pull one midfielder alongside him, and then allows Estavayo to cut into midfield, to cut into the 18-yard box, to take a shot or to cross the ball, have that 1v1 opportunity. So for me, I just think it is pure madness for me. So if he goes, I wouldn't want him to go, but if he goes, I don't think I'll really mind that much. So Shehu, thanks for joining. So today we're not talking Nigeria football.
I know. That happened to my DJs
Yeah,
yesterday.
today we're talking
about Chelsea.
Premier League today.
What kind of Chelsea?
So first off, do you think
Talk about Chelsea, my club first?
Yeah, okay. First off,
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so let me through. Of course, you must have heard about Enzo Maresca. The interview he gave that after the Atlanta game, that was like his worst time at Chelsea. That 48 hours, he hadn't had support from the team, or he hadn't had any support. So how do you feel about it? And then the next thing we heard about Manchester City having him on their list of possible, replacement for Guardiola if Guardiola will leave next season. So how do you feel about the whole Maresca thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, let me answer to the interview after the Atlanta game.
Okay.
And that game, it cost him by himself because on the bench that day, you have understand on that bench. Where do you play where do you defend in the midfield? I'm playing 6 midfield. This defender in the midfield. Why? What is that? What is that? That's called bullshit. So if they didn't support him, that is business. That's business. Talking about the reaction to the Man City link.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a joker. They are joker. Maresca left City now. Left City to go to after one left City.
Yeah.
Why can't them say you stay that time? You stay with them. I want that. What Maresca need is that need a lot of need quality player that means Chelsea midfield, and like a list player, not academic player like academic player. Look at Chelsea attack. Nobody's elite now. Nobody's in that squad. Nobody's in that squad. Give quality signing, like get him a world-class defender, that partner Fana, get him a world-class striker that make the attack team. Chelsea having Rodrigo as left winger, having Osimhen in attack. We stay and work with Chelsea. But without all this doing, and let's tell reality, Chelsea, this current Chelsea board are just like they want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to spend at all. They don't spend the right way.
Yeah.
Attack now. You have to chance to me. Buy Nunes in that man. Where's the man Dilap? Who is Dilap? Dilap play against a big defender like Benjan. We not be fair at all. Give them that. You just look him. But imagine Chelsea have Osimhen facing Chelsea Van Dijk as a Chelsea player. What will happen to Van Dijk? Van Dijk panicking because no Osimhen is a warlord. But look at what Van Dijk they're facing the lap or facing João Pedro.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make at all. Martin they are player like Alan. When I play Martin, Alan's available. Alan make everybody pay. That's a player like Demidoku, Savinho play very. But Alan is there to give them chance to play in attack. When that was in attack now, okay, we make a run. Other defenders they follow Osimhen. They do that open space for people like this guy Canacho or the left winger. Look at it now. What about getting for? Why getting? Other better guy that is available like that. Is available. You can pay 60 million for getting. I put on the bench.
Yeah.
That Chelsea boys have to change their ways too. They have to change. For this man, once can if he leave, fine. You have tried best. He better than Pochettino, better than Lampard, better than this young man, Graham Potter.
Yeah.
So you have done the best. Chelsea must try to keep him. What else? Give him what you want. Give him big players that you want. Simple as that. If you have better players, you don't invite again. Pep started inviting thing. Remember? Pep started inviting thing. Then when people Champions League invited in the midfield, invited guys the winger as a fullback, Beno Silva and as a winger, as a fullback, and playing Stone in the midfield. Pep started though. But when not better player, top down. So just in the back, getting quality player by getting quality demand and he will stop in batting. That's what we say. And let my that friends talk. I want to hear what they want to say.
Okay. So good luck. You've heard what you said about Maresca, about Chelsea not having some quality players like the Lab versus Chelsea have signed Osimhen. So what do you think about that? First off, about the recruitment, because some Chelsea fans they love these young signings of 18-year-old, 19-year-old, wonder kid. So how do you feel about the Osimhen thing? First off, completely. How do you feel about what Sheung has had to say about Chelsea and Maresca and the the signings?
The Lap is not a bad player, and if you look at the recruitment the business we have done in the past 2 years, as per the new administration, you can see that we focus more on trying to get talent, people that are talented, people that can play in the team for the next 4, 5, 7 years.
Okay. Host. How does the question? Can you hear me?
Build and improve the team.
Okay.
Now, if you look at Estavo, young talented players, I think the issue
Who is talking? I can't hear anybody talking anymore. Host. How does the question? Can you hear me? You have mute yourself.
Yes. So go ahead. I think good luck is having some network issues, so I really will add back.
How does the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
When Chelsea did a Chelsea Football Club, Can Lila play for Chelsea second team?
No.
Remember them when Chelsea at Chelsea, like Shevchenko, Kessman on the bench for Drogba. That's quality. That's not challenge title. More event Premier League twice at the Chelsea after Chelsea. Nobody that defend the EPL apart from Man City. But that quality player. After Man City and Chelsea, every that person I'm strong after they win the league.
Mm-hmm.
Go and check it. Because they don't have bench. Look at this man, look at Man City now. When they have Aguero, have Nolito, all those attackers they have in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Have the bench, what the bench are the Michelis, Zabaleta. That's cool. But look at this current Man City now. And that's strong because they don't have the quality right back. After Kaka left Man City, who's the right back? No, that is they play Colus, they'll play other people there, or Martin Nunes, and they're strong with that. So everyone might get quality player. Different between Man City and Chelsea and that they are blended together. On a good day, Chelsea as a club, we have Gusto, get the quality striker for once. Big number 9 that can score goals, go poacher. That will scare you other defense line.
Mm-hmm.
You should learn from somebody. Imagine just having Osimhen number 1, Dila number 2. Dila will learn very fast. Why don't they Dila? Can when Janssen are playing against a big team, they will not scare Dila. They will not scare what like a winger. Garnacho. What is a winger? Player like Damian Duff, Hazard. Can Garnacho place their boots? No, now. This have top Chelsea level to just like what Mosca the a good manager that won't trophy for us. This what they are doing to this man. It's unfair. Last evening, almost some players, Ja Felix, and Vega, everybody left want. What happened?
Yeah.
Look at it. They left everybody get
I have one question. I have one question for you on that. On what you said. I'll ask you the question,
yes.
And then you think about it, and then Good Luck would respond. Last season,
okay, no problem.
Last season, Chelsea had João Felix, had Nkunku, and also Chelsea had Vega. And if you remember, I don't know if you remember that Wolves game that Chelsea played Wolves at home, and Kopama was still half fit; it wasn't fully fit. If you remember that game, Wolves kicked.
Yes.
When you talk about kicked, they kicked the life out of Palmer in that game. He was physically hobbling, like hobbling on one leg throughout the game. But Maresca said, no, João Felix and Nkunku sit on the bench. Yeah, don't even come, stay there. Palmer with no legs is better than you. Don't worry, still sit on the bench.
Okay.
So and then Everton in the Brentford game, Cucurella got injured. No, he got his fifth yellow card. So a combination of yellow cards, you have to miss one game. You have Vega. He dumped Vega on the bench. Instead, he carried Gusto to play left back.
Yeah.
So the question is, can you really blame me? I have my issue with Chelsea, but because you can't keep going to sign 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old until you want to win title. Because Man City will sign 22-year-old, which is still young. Arsenal will sign 24-year-old, who is still young. And that will not be the end of their signing. They will still be signing and, buying good players as time goes on. So, but my question is, do you not have some blame for Maresca that when you had players that could at least be second option to your Palmer, to your Cucurella, you did not use them? So can he really complain now when those people are not in the team anymore?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me look it up first. And now respond later.
Okay. That's how you have to say.
Let him respond. Let me talk. Let him respond later. Let him talk.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, talk.
Okay.
But remember that.
Chelsea, I think they have a lot of talented players, and I understand the fact that you prefer Victor Osimhen in the Chelsea team, but you need to understand that we have a structure that the board are following,
What
a salary
structure?
structure, and the way they want to
You
run the
cannot
club.
have it so.
Hold on, I'm coming. Now they have a way they want to run the club. The Chelsea board, I think they decided that they're not going to pay anyone above £100,000 a week. And currently, I think James is the only person that is receiving the amount of money that the board they are okay and satisfied with. Victor Osimhen is someone that Chelsea really wanted to buy, but his what he was asking is not going to help the team in such a way that it will disrupt the structure and how they pay everybody in the team.
Okay.
Now, let's go to the other players in the team. Chelsea have a lot of talented young players from Copama to Estavo, Pedro Neto, um, João Pedro, even the lab. These are young, talented players. But the issue we have is we have so many players, like so many young and talented players, and the coach is still trying to find the balance on how to use all these players at the same time. It's a problem. It's a very big problem. Now, if you look at our right back and our left back, Cocorella, fantastic guy, top lad. Rich James, fantastic player. He's someone that is not just a top quality right back, he's also experienced. We have Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez in the midfield, Kofuma. These guys are super fantastic and talented. They're not just talented players, they're players that can team. Now, I think where we are having an issue with the attacking department, which is the top line. The lab is someone that would have filled in that void, but unfortunately, when the season started, he had an injury. He started fine. He was playing well on the Club World Cup. He came in from the bench and he scored against PSG, I think. João Pedro scored
No,
against
I'm
no, no, no,
listening.
not PSG.
Continue.
João Pedro scored in the semi-final and also the final. He scored against his former team, the Brazilian team, and also scored in the final. These guys are talented, but I think where the issue is they are really blended properly because we have too many players, and also the manager also needs time to blend in these players. So I understand your frustration, but we need to be patient. Maresca is a young coach, very young coach. You could see what happened against Manchester United when we had the red card. He quickly removed Estavo, and those players that would have really caused mayhem against Manchester United. He removed them. Then now look at what happened in Arsenal game. He corrected his mistake in that game. He was not in a hurry to remove players, and we did not lose the Arsenal game. So he's a manager that is still learning on the job. So I think we also need to cut him some slack and also know he's a young coach. Look at his progress. Someone that came from Leicester City, first of all, from Manchester United, Manchester City as an understudy to Pep Guardiola, went to the Championship. He did great, brought them to the Premier League, came to Chelsea, and in his second season, he has already delivered the Conference League and the biggest title in the entire world, which is the FIFA Club World Cup. So it's not an easy job. We need to give him time. It's a very whereby maybe you have one or two bad games and we just want to eat him. No, he has his shortcomings, especially in his tactics, how he tried to invert his right back and left back into the midfield. You know, so I think it's just give.
Okay. Can I talk now?
So,
You
show me you've heard
so
what good luck I've had to say. So, do you have any response to it?
let me answer your question first. The first question you asked me.
Okay.
Last season, Maresca depend on Palmer a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and that cost us top four. We almost lost that top four. Because after January, from January to March, we are very, very poor last season.
Mm-hmm.
We know it very well. And that's because when the league started, was playing conference. We were playing 2 games in a week. So for conference league and league game, play this guy in the conference league. Go and Felix, a conference league. I'm playing them in the play tournament league.
Mm-hmm.
So later in the season, as a manager, they did your team very well. We did your team very well. Everybody mean form. For example, let me give an example.
Okay.
Last AFCON I went to in the final. Last AFCON I went to in Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
By the manager started using Terry Murphy, Inacho, Onuacho, they already matched us already. That's what they're going to perform in the final. And the other people are very tired. That's why in the final, well, I'm not struggling in final a lot because they overuse him. So back to Maresca last season. If you're playing against those full channel game like game against Burnley, game against Southampton, they pick form and they play very well when you need them most. But when you play them in that present when they already lost form, you lost confidence in them. Remember, January, Felix had the first want to go to Milan by all means in January this January because manager don't trust him anymore. Who just stay because nobody asked for Kuku and Kuku is injury. Kuku is fully fit, he play for Chelsea better and most kind of football does not suit Kuku that at all. Kuku is a 10 like Kapama, but Kuku depend that Kuku can play at second striker and 10. But remember, they all kind of play 210 or play 210 again. Maybe for example, early last season. Van struggled under Maresca. Enzo struggled under Maresca last season. But later in the season, he pick up back. So I'm saying that this season, Maresca in this squad depth. For example, look at our bench last season and this season. In the attack last season, we have Jackson, we have Kuku, we have Jean Felix. Who do we have this season? We have Japedo. Who's not a striker? Pate. This season. We have Magui. One wants to go on loan. And we have also have the lap. Look at that level. Drop drastically. From the moment when I'm not team players to academy boys. No, now it's going to call for. For me, Chelsea boys are the problem in this team. And when they know the way structure. When they started this project, they waste money a lot. Meaning this guy, what's his name? This Man winger. That guy name.
Sterling.
Paying him extraordinary money. Is that he paying him now? What is the a week? That money, let's standing go free. That money free your waste space. And let me tell you something. Why Chelsea cannot pay big money now? Because they are watching them. They spend unnecessary money, so they are spend their last fortune when they start the project, wasting money, bringing almost 30 players in one season. When they want to kill remember that time when Potter was in Chelsea, over 40 million. Okay, now look at Modric. Tell me, do you need Modric at all? Just waste money, So all those stuff, all those mistakes they made that time. That's what they're punishing this man now. Because they've already wasted money a lot. The problem this guy, former Chelsea now, the former Chelsea now, they will spend over a billion pound on the team. They spend over 1 billion pound in one season. I don't want to spend money again. They spend the money finish now. They're wasting money now. They now want to cut it and want to bring. For example, on a good day, Esther was start for Chelsea. That was a standard player. But on a good day, what I said about getting quality player. Let's figure this equality, Chelsea level. Look at what Crystal Palace doing. Jeremy Pino, a winger, what class winger. Look, a player that touched in attack, you're bringing it in. It is so good. But that one not said. They will not say him now. The bottom is that for me, this board have to change that model of style. Change that model. Actually, this January, look at everyone now. They still Omega. The Omega from this club from Strasbourg. Fine. Get us to quote striker in January or defender. Okay, look at now. If Liverpool get injured before the season begins. They want the centre back. Now, you send Atemi on loan. You send this guy on loan to Amadou Sarr on loan. I know that Fana is injury prone. Now, let's say Fana get injury. What happened to Chelsea defense? Tosi, that's a calamity. Or Tosi that can Chagbo, or if I to Ashpom want to kill the young man. No, now. The board is very, they are very funny. I can't hear you.
I'm on mute. I'm muted. I said,
Unmute
yourself about those two defenders you talked about, and then we'll move over and talk about Arsenal. But I want to say about those two defenders because while I blame the board, I have my own issue with the board because you can't keep signing 18-year-old after 18-year-old after 18-year-old because if it's a project, when you sign that 18-year-old, you allow him mature with it. You get what I mean? You allow him grow with the team, grow. You won't sell him and then sign another 18-year-old attached to the project. So I have my
look at Ghana. Can you buy now?
Yeah.
They've done that to loan them.
Yeah. The question I want to ask about those two players is this. It boils down to Maresca. How I say, the Maresca, he may not be completely blameless in all this. Mamadou Sarr, Aaron Anselmino, we are in the team. They were signed. He was not using them. He was not using Anselmino.
Wait.
I'm coming.
Wait.
Let me land first.
Okay.
I'll drop it to you because even 2 seasons ago, when they wanted to sell Cucurella to Manchester City, to Manchester United, Pochettino played him purposely. He played him so he became cup-tied.
To block the deal.
So as he played him, became cup-tied. Manchester United tried to look for a different option to sign a left back. Now, so what do you think? Don't you lay some blame? Do you lay any blame at all on Maresca for not playing those players? Because one thing we have to understand is that these board people, they're all about investment. If this asset we have, you're not using it, then we can't just be paying salaries on a player or players that you are not even using. So, what do you say to that? So,
okay, let me answer that question. Let me answer that question first. That signing, it was that Maresca signing or the board signing? First question.
Mm-hmm.
It's the board.
Okay. Thank you. Secondly, Anselmino joined Chelsea in January from Argentine league. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
They want to acclimatize to English weather. Now, at the regular World Cup, after I just lost to Flamengo, I was panicking. So, okay, time for payment is over. Now, this time, America have no issue. America is like, let me say, like Pep's second son. Very stubborn and arrogant. But because what now doesn't have the power that Pep up be calming down. Let's say most of that power that Pep up. You see, with that they will sack them. They will not appoint him at all. So most of they have one tax and they want to demand for 40 players. and they don't want to give it to him because we that can win title with Chelsea. There's money. What you want two things. You want control over transfer, and you also want some power to talk to display the team. Look at that's why I changed this agent. Okay, Mendes.
Mhm.
So all these things when Chelsea bought Maresca, they just want to start. Let me just use him. That's why Pochettino not left because can't take it anymore. Maresca know what he wants right now. He wants quality players and he want those guys that go out on loan. They can't fight for Chelsea because when Antonio play against Chelsea against big club first season we get club. Let me give you an example. That boy that man time close enough. That boy that man time.
Yeah,
That Kazakhstan boy.
yeah.
Watch him against Chelsea the first match. He make error. Yes, against Brentford. He make more 4 error in that game. That was he was playing European football for over 5 years. But because he's like a England, they make him so what quote defender that all those at Anthony and Park we learn from that person. They play together and they go together. What makes that question? Because we are going to play with this guy, first
Silva.
legend,
Mm.
Brazilian legend,
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva.
Mhm.
Yes, that's why Kowa is not playing very well. So we want the quote defender we just want quote defender that we learn from. That's why you start to get him a point striker that lab will learn from. Imagine playing the lab. Who is looking up to? Looking up to who?
Yeah, Pedro.
João Pedro that can't come and 10 goals in the season. That's not comfort. That's not good. Get him. Look at. Let me tell you. Next season, yeah, this guy want that play for Man United now. So just him play better because if anybody that time because he have learned under Harry Kane.
Okay.
Understand? Or so getting what Chelsea in the player that I play experienced player that can lead the team very well. Let me department. Okay, take the guy first season. What? Can the first his first match. He didn't make it against West Ham at the no stop. He made 2 errors that game. Because Kante is exceptional. It's different than that person. That's what that. He never play well against Liverpool and Barcelona. Against Leeds United, play rubbish.
Mhm.
So well, they need no. This child in the team need a experienced player to lead the team very well. That's what I'm saying. How about what are your question now?
Okay. I think you've made very very strong points on that. So good luck. Let me hear
Yeah,
your own feedback on that, and then as well, a question is coming for you about Arsenal. Shehu. So just prepare.
I did. I'm here.
All right. So good luck. Let's hear.
okay,
Let's hear you.
we need to understand that the new Chelsea management, they have a principle, they have a way they work.
Okay.
I could remember when they had issues with Thomas Tuchel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because he was a bad manager or because he was not capable of coaching the team. I think the main issue that they had was because the ideas in terms of transfer policies and management of players, who is going to call the shots when making transfers, they had issues. I think that at that time they had to relieve him and bring in Potter Graham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, yeah.
Potter Graham could not perform. He was also relieved. So this issue of Maresca, what he's getting
I'm
himself
here.
into. Before they signed him, they told him, "This is how you run the club. You're in charge of managing these players that we are buying for you. Allow us to do the transfer business." Now, Maresca saw everything that they told him. He saw everything, and he took the job. They bought players for him, Palmer, João Pedro, Pedro Neto, all these players that went out on loan. So him now claiming that he does not want to be a Chelsea coach because of this, I don't think it makes any sense. Maybe it's because Man City is calling, and him going to Man City, they'll give him the same flex they give Pep Guardiola to sign players. Maybe that's the reason. His CV is
Okay.
now upgraded. If he goes to Man City, they'll give him a big check.
Yeah, how does the
Now,
bottom
but
be?
saying I'm coming, hold on, saying that because they are not giving the power to sign players, I don't think it's good enough. Maresca is someone I like. He's a good coach, but you cannot be inviting people because you want to sign Kobe Mane from Manchester United or because this one happened. No, no, you don't do that. Always work according to the structure of the team and do the best you can do to ensure that you get the best out of the team. Chelsea have young, talented squad. I know we have some shortcomings like Tosin. I'm not a fan of Tosin to be honest, but look at what happened when the season started. Kobe went. He was doing great. He went for an injury. Only for us, Chaluba that we're not rating. He stepped up his game in partnership with Fofana. Great partnership. So imagine if Kobe comes back and we have three solid centre backs plus the midfielders and attackers we have, we'll come good. Yeah, I still believe that Delap and Pedro will come good. And also remember that we also have Jackson that is also playing for Bayern Munich on loan. If he
Mhm.
comes back to Chelsea, nobody is going to pay 100 million for Jackson. He will definitely come back. If he comes back, he's going to
Forget
add
that.
strength to the attack. So I think
Forget that. That
that's
come
just
back to Chelsea.
Okay. I
Okay,
think
let
I think
me
from what I can
later.
get
Oh,
from from
let me
what
let
I
me let
get
me just ask.
from
Let me just ask.
from
Please,
what,
Joe. Let me just ask. Let me just ask. 1 minute,
okay,
please. 1 minute, please.
okay, fine.
I'm talking about. Talk, please, I beg, please, I beg, please. Talking about the police that most kind of that what you want, know what you want to enter as a manager. Want to build your name. You humble yourself first. When you humble yourself, you now after leaving trophies upon trophies for the club side, now demand what you want. For example, when Bedula joined Barcelona, you only have Messi to don't spend big at all. First, he won everything. When that demanding for big player, he demand for Zlatan Ibrahimovic and all that, and everything went sour. Then after that, John Munich, buy everybody, buy able, and one league there.
Mhm.
What your CV will speak for you. Right now, Medical CV deserves to get some signing on his name, Chelsea player. Understand?
Mhm.
They were the compromise was so okay. This man I'm listening to you all this. Okay, I want it. I want okay. I want to. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. I will not give you two. I'll give you one. That's one command. You want the defender kill. Well, one defender striker game. I'll give you defender this. I'll give you defender Janayo and some. I'll give you second some. That's how to do it. But Chelsea, they either spend that money go and buy one player Kazakhstan that play in international league for £5 million, £10 million, and go and find one player from Brazilian Division Two league. Tell them first of all, Chelsea Football Club, Chelsea FC, big is the big brand to big money to you. If you win big title, you have that big money. That's the between this board and and this man board, Babamic
Okay.
board.
Yeah.
When you big title, come on, big respect. They want to win title, they want to win money. It's not possible. You one don't have to other. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, I have my own issues with Maresca, with the board. I think everybody they have their own share of blame to carry. But I've asked good luck about this, so I want to hear what you have to say about this as well, Shemo. It's about
Okay.
Arsenal. Arsenal,
Yeah.
Arsenal. So, do you think they can win the league? Because we've seen this before. Like, I think was it the second or the third title that Pep Guardiola won? Arsenal were, I think they even topped the league till March of the next year, the top league match, it was almost like this was going to be Arsenal's year. But the way you see them playing, see some games where they should lose, like that game versus this weekend. Was it a game that yeah, that it felt like we are meant to lose, but somehow, some way, they managed to get, even if it was like 2 own goals, they managed to win it. So is this going to be Arsenal's year, or you feel like they're going to bottle this one? So, Shehu, let's say you first, and then good luck. Because I know I've asked this question before.
Okay.
You answer.
Okay, let me ask first of all. This season, Arsenal have a better chance of winning league. They got better players, that score depth in their team. Let's look at their stand depth. In defense, they have defender, quality defenders all around the way. Midfield also. But can they win it? I would say yes and no. Yes, if Man City start to flop. No. If Man City step on their step where they are going now, they have started winning that winning run again. No Man City. They started winning that winning, and I want to check his strength of the skin now. Playing well now. So, Arsenal failed to do the needful. I think game against Chelsea, Arsenal bottled that game. Game against Aston Villa, bottled it. Game against Sunderland too. So that other kind of game, if they start to play that way again, Man climb the top, it's all over. Forget the league. Now, right now, from being a superstar against Tottenham Hotspur, it is now struggling powerfully. Let me tell you something now. By March the next year, everybody will slow down because what is coming. Any injury after the time, Papa it World Cup. So everybody so between now and February ending, I think I maintain their 5 point, maintain 6 point lead in the league table. But if they fail to do that, they may fail to pick up that level, and their players don't step up. And the manager himself, he doesn't have any mentality. They have built that team just like this guy did for me. If he has now everything that as a manager, they have won the league several times. That man have winning mentality in an Emery. So for me personally, Arsenal chance to win is 60-40. They do it. If they do it, they win the league. But then they fail to do what they have to do. By March, I swear down, they will lose the vote. For now, they stand a good chance to win the league. But that score depth and for the player. That's my answer. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for your answer. I think good luck. I don't know if you're there. You're having some network issues. So now let's go into to wrap the show up. Let's go into everyone now. Hold your chest. Say with your chest. Top 4 prediction. Who is going to finish in top 4? Give your order. Give your order of
wow.
Give your order of finishing.
Yeah.
How that top 4.
Can I start now?
Yes, start then.
Can I start?
Go on. Okay. So the order of the top 4. With
top
your chest.
4.
Okay.
Top 4. I'm not put sentiment at all.
Okay, for sure.
If Chelsea fail to get equal center back, or a better striker, they will struggle to make top 4. If Palmer don't need peak form, and God forbid, Casemiro get injury. So now, my top 4 is this.
Okay.
If Chelsea do get the needful, just get one of these two things, a defender or striker, they'll be top 4. They've been top 3.
Okay.
Just they're not winning this season.
Yeah.
They're not winning this season. Maybe next season. Now, that says I'm number 3 or 2. Number two is between Man City and Arsenal.
Okay.
For Arsenal, if Arsenal maintain their consistency,
Mm-hmm.
scoring winning games and don't make a mistake, they win the league. But if they allow Man City top with them the league, forget it. What he lost.
Jim, I've heard you, but you're putting a lot of conditions. I want you to, with your chest, come up, say, this is my person that win the league
Okay.
title. This is second.
One
This
to
is third.
four.
This is four.
Okay, 1-4.
Yeah.
Man City first
Okay.
to win the league.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal or Chelsea finish second or third. Arsenal finish second, Chelsea finish third.
Okay. And then fourth.
That final spot
Mm-hmm.
is between Manchester United,
Mm-hmm.
Tottenham, and Newcastle.
Okay.
But I'll pick up Aston Villa too. But that's for Aston Villa, that manager. For Newcastle, they have the scope, but they don't have the coach. So I'll put Aston Villa or Tottenham there. Liverpool. The last time leave the club, Liverpool they are just fighting. They have chance to go down top form and the defending champion. They can clear the final spot between Liverpool, Newcastle, Aston Villa, and Manchester United and Tottenham.
Okay.
Now then my pick. I give the Liverpool winning fourth. That's my
Okay.
top four.
All
Man
right.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool. That's my top
Okay.
four.
Okay. So that's Shemu's on. So let's hear you. Good luck. Keep your blue hat one
Uh,
side. Keep your blue hat one side.
well, well, I'm not just trying to. I will not be sentimental about this,
Okay.
and I will not try to um, undermine the fact that Arsenal is they are trying this season.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
my top four prediction is number one,
Mm-hmm.
Manchester City.
Okay.
Now the reason is
Point.
Manchester City. They're a team that they have this steam. Whenever they hit that form, if they hit top gear, I think they're unstoppable.
Okay.
And usually,
It's
whenever
true.
they hit that top gear, they usually hit it from December, January, February. Before you understand what is happening, we just sweep everybody off their feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Arsenal have a big problem because now Man City they are coming with full pressure, full force, and they're not just winning you; they are winning you with so much confidence. Entering the next game with a lot of confidence, even the oppositions will be scared. Like, oh, these people are back, you know. And with the rumors flying around that Pep Guardiola might leave Manchester City by the end of the season. They
Mm-hmm.
are trying so hard to ensure that they give him a good farewell and a happy ending.
Okay.
So Man City first position.
Okay.
Then
Mm-hmm.
number two, the elephants that always come from the tree. Arsenal.
Okay.
Now, on paper, Arsenal looks like the favorites because of their performance since the start of the season. They have been rock solid from the defense. I think their issue started when when Saliba and Gabriel had injuries. They had to bring in Hincapié and the other guy. I think that's when their problem
Yeah.
started. But that's not the problem Arsenal has. I think the reason Arsenal cannot win the league and why I'm saying they will end second is because they are too careful. They don't take risk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at the kind of business that Arteta did from the beginning of the season. He bought a lot of defenders, from defensive midfielders to defenders. He didn't really invest much in the attack. I think the experienced attacker he bought was Madueke from Chelsea and
Gyökeres.
Victor Goyokores from Sporting, which is not trusted and tested in the Premier League. So I think I think Arsenal will see end second. I'm sure they will fall. There's nothing is going to stop them. They are going to fall because they are too careful. They don't want to lose. You play 4 games, you draw two, you win two. You think you think you had a great result. But when you consistently draw 3 games, you have lost 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
And if your opposition loses one and win the remaining 3 games, they have more points. So they are too careful. If you watch the game against Aston Villa brought the game to them. They did not defend. They came all out for that game. From the moment Arsenal scored the equalizer, Arsenal did not play anything till Aston Villa scored that final goal that eventually ended that game. So they were trying to be careful. They don't want to concede. Let's just take a point from Villa Park and go back and win the next game. It's not convincing. Even when he played against Wolves, same issue. I know they'll be like, smart work, work smart. Wolves scored all 3 goals, but we took all 3 points. But you can't take away the fact that that game was a shamble. Like a true Arsenal fan looking at that game, you know that there's problem. Now, let me be very candid with you. I don't see Arsenal winning Everton tomorrow. That game is going to be a disaster for them. If they see a draw in that game, they should be happy. I don't see them winning Everton tomorrow. So that's why I'm saying Arsenal will end
Which
second.
second?
Then number three,
Okay.
yeah, number three, I see Liverpool ending third.
Liverpool.
Everybody is for yes, third.
Mm. Okay.
I'll give you my reason.
All right.
Now, the reason I think Liverpool will end third is because they had a great season last year and they brought in one or two top quality players which have not really blended very well. So they are still trying to find that form. You see that in the Champions League, there are some results that they have had, which is quite shocking. When you expect them to lose, they win. When you expect them to win, you lose. So I think if they find that magic, especially Alexandra Isak blending properly into the team, and you could see that Ekiteki is doing his best to make sure that he puts them there. And if Lauren Tweed, if he can find his mojo and the hit top gear, Liverpool definitely they're going to do very well.
Mm-hmm.
Then the final spot, I'll be very sentimental on this one. Chelsea.
Good one. Good one. Good one. I think you just swapped. I think you swapped your third and fourth. We had Liverpool in fourth and Chelsea in third. You had Chelsea in fourth and Liverpool. For me, and Liverpool in third. For me, I'll be shocked if Liverpool finish fourth this season, finishing that top four spot this season because I think they are still inconsistent. I think they will give you that one game where you think that Liverpool they are back, and then next game where you as a rival fan you're scared like Liverpool are they back? They don't come again. They'll now lose and drop points again. So I just feel like they may, if Champions League this year would be for 5 teams, I think Liverpool can make it. But if you're looking at top 4, I don't think they will make it. So for me, number one, I'm saying Man City because Man City they build that cachet. They're just like Manchester United of some decades back, where you may not even see them. You may see them around third, dancing around third. Mid-February, they pick form and then they win. Finish the season as winners of the Premier League. So I think Man City will finish first, will win the title. Arsenal begrudgingly, I say they will finish second, and then I have Chelsea in third. For fourth spot for me, it's a toss-up. I don't see Liverpool making it. This may be a wild take, but I would say Aston Villa will finish in that fourth spot. That's how I put it. I think they have more consider. They're a bit more consistent this season than you know Liverpool. So I'll be shocked if I see Liverpool in that top 4. So now, I think we're about to wrap up. I want to say big thank you to all of you who have joined. I know we don't have our usual full house because I think a lot of people associate this channel with Nigerian football talk. Young players coming out from Nigeria, Afcon. I've done a couple of previews on for the Tanzania game. So a lot of people associate the channel with that. But what we want to do is to give different programming. So Premier League. Talk about Premier League, talk about other football news, talk about the AFCON and other things as well. So I would like to have many people join in the panel as well. And one favor you can do for me here is to share this video on your social media platform, whether those watching or on the panel here, to share the YouTube channel or share the video on your Facebook or any platform you have, so that we reach out to more people. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please,
Another
next
question.
time you are joining, please, I need some Arsenal fans. I need to cook some Arsenal fans.
Yeah, Arsenal fans need to come here. We need to have some Arsenal fans here, some Man
Another
United
question.
fans here.
Can I have a question, please?
Yeah.
Is this program every Friday? Is it every Friday? We do this every Friday.
Every Friday. From this Friday going forward, every Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. You have me at the company. You meet me there. I'm
Okay.
available.
Okay, good. And the other one we
I'm
are
available.
planning to do is, I'm thinking of how we do it, to do post-game reaction. So is it post-game reaction for immediately one game ends, or for all the games, which will work best?
I think
Let's
if
do all the game.
all the games, maybe towards evening
All the
like
game,
this,
all the
when
game,
people are
all the game is better. All
Once
the
the
better.
last game ends, then you have a wrap up. We have a wrap up of all the games. Okay, beautiful.
yeah.
So tomorrow, once
Yeah.
I think Arsenal is the last game. Arsenal's game is the
9 p.m. That's
time
9 p.m.
is the 8
9
p.m.,
p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Nigerian time. 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Nigerian time.
Yeah. So it's the 9 p.m. Nigerian time game. So once that game ends, then we would have that game. It's sort of like a match of the day type of thing, where we just wrap up everything, and then everybody gets cooked and fried. If your team loses,
I don't see Chelsea tomorrow. Let me be honest with you.
That game, I know win that game, I know winning to Newcastle. I know win that game now. I know we did that draw or lose.
No, I told
Yes, now
I want to
Newcastle.
that game, but I know Newcastle. They're always a problem. They're always a problem.
Last season, we go. Last season, go there twice. Go there last time. Last season. Lost the Carabao Cup second one, and he won Jackson on the card. So that man gonna be tough.
To win Newcastle is you keep football simple. That's how you win Newcastle. Keep it simple.
Yes, so
keep it simple. Players. Once you begin to do this investing thing, this is the thing about investing that people don't get. When your fullback sleeps in that midfield, it's one long ball. One long ball to that position is meant to be, and you're in chaos.
It's a goal.
Once you have Gusto in that midfield, it's not 2, 3, 5 passes. No, just one pass from center back to midfield.
And you have Tonali and Gimaresh.
Yeah,
those two guys, they can speak that party. They can speak.
And then your fullback will not be playing catch up. Your fullback will be playing catch up and be anxious to defend, because he's not in the spot when the ball comes. He will rush. Oh, defend. So that is. But I just know Maresca will take Gusto and dump in midfield for sure. That's going to happen.
Shaman next week. Shaman next week.
I think so. But I'll keep everyone updated. So tomorrow, once the game ends.
If you are playing Champions League, we are lost that game tomorrow. We rotate. Okay, we rotate. Forget I rotate.
I don't want to hold anybody to ransom to give predictions for the game for tomorrow, but
let's do it.
Let's have prediction for the top 4 games. The top 4 games for top 4. So Chelsea, Newcastle United, Chelsea. Who is winning that one?
Wow.
What's your score prediction?
As a fan.
Okay.
As a fan. You fan. Newcastle win. 2-1. Newcastle win.
Okay.
But as a fan, 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay. 2-1 for this thing. So good luck. You're back now. So let me hear your prediction for that Chelsea game. Chelsea Newcastle. What's the score prediction? Shehu says Chelsea are going to lose to Newcastle 2-1. So that is if he goes with his head, though. If he leaves his heart.
Oh well, my prediction, yeah, my
Yeah,
prediction for Chelsea Newcastle is 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Mhm.
He predicted that as well. He said he's taking as a Chelsea fanboy. So then the next one, Man City West Ham. Man City West Ham.
Bonus point. Man City to win. 3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
Okay. Okay, that one I kind of see it because when Man City are going now, once they score first, that tall Viking that should be that should be
So
acting
monster.
that should be acting
Beast.
what they call that in Valhalla Viking. He should be acting that one. He's going to terrorize us in Premier League. So 3-0 for West Ham. Then the next one
Man City.
is what's it called? The next game that day. So we've done Man City, West Ham. So they have Spurs, Liverpool, Tottenham, Liverpool.
But every time I'm very shaky, but win that game 2-1 or draw.
2-1.
Liverpool to win 2-1.
I see that game that Liverpool can win because Thomas Frank
2-1.
is a specialist
Liverpool to
coach.
2-1.
Yeah, I would even go as
2-1.
far as Liverpool win that game 2-0 because I mean Thomas Frank is a specialist coach. He needs certain things to be in place, and these Spurs they are far apart from what he's used to because that's his Brentford side. They know how to press. They'll just press your wingers before your winger can turn. His fullbacks are behind them. They're pressing, but all these Jed Spence and all these what is his name now? Z Romero. They don't have the same kind of spirit yet. So maybe he needs one more window, I think, to get them to do what he wants to do. So Liverpool win that one. So back to you. Good luck. West Ham, Man City. Who is winning that one? Or what's your prediction for that game? Good luck. Can you hear me? Oh, my voice is breaking. Can you hear me? Good luck. Good luck. Can you hear me? Maybe you can't hear me. And then Arsenal will be playing on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll come back to you now. So first, let me just look for something. Then yeah. So Man City West Ham score prediction. Man City West Ham score prediction. I think it's gone again. Now the next one, Arsenal Everton.
Everton.
Yeah.
Because David Moyes. Who is at home?
Everton at home.
Draw 0-0 1-1.
Okay. For me, that one, I know. Good luck. I said probably Everton win that, but I just see that Arsenal could win that one. I don't want them to win it, obviously, but I just feel like they could win it. Then the last one we are looking at is Villa Manchester United. So good luck. Take it away.
See that game. Villa, who's at home? Villa, Abi?
Okay, that's for Sunday. So maybe we'll leave it off, but that's for Sunday.
Villa at home.
Villa at home, yeah, Villa at home.
Because of Amorim, very stubborn coach. That is, I think, Emery beat him 2-1.
Okay. So Villa beat
they can't keep clean sheet, man. You. They can't keep clean sheet.
They can't. They
lose that 2-1.
So good luck. So we're waiting for your Man City prediction, Everton Arsenal prediction, and Aston Villa Man United. Although that one is for Sunday. But okay, let's go. Let's hear your prediction.
Okay. My Manchester United Aston Villa prediction. I think Aston Villa is winning that game.
Okay.
1-0.
1-0. Okay.
Then Manchester
City West
City,
Ham
West Ham. I think Manchester is winning that game 3-1. Man City is winning 3-1.
3-1. Okay. And then the game you already sort of predicted, but you didn't give us a score line. You said Everton will win
Okay.
Arsenal. So, what's your prediction for that game?
Everton, Arsenal. If I'm being honest, Everton is winning that game, but just for posterity, let me just say that game is going to be a draw.
Okay.
But
Score draw,
I'll just say a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay. It's all right. So, by
And I'm also
tomorrow,
predicting Chelsea
we'll,
game a
we'll
1-1
come
draw.
here and
Yeah.
we'll test ourselves and see who got it right. And for more Arsenal,
No problem.
a lot of those Arsenal fans that we are talking that they hit today.
I want to see the Arsenal fans. I
Arsenal
want to
fans,
see Eddie. Eddie.
Arsenal fans, Eddie, Chima, they need to come out. They need to come out. No hiding place.
Yeah.
Come out and all the talk you're talking, come and back it up. Come and back it up.
Back it
So,
up. Back it up.
back it up. Exactly. Once the game ends tomorrow, we'll come. I say once Arsenal and Everton game ends, I think that's the last game for Saturday. We'll come back here and we'll have the match of the day here and we'll go through all those games. Whoever loses gets cooked or fried. The
Yeah.
banter touches everybody. The banter will touch everybody. And then, of course,
Definitely.
just to say as well, for after the Nigeria Tanzania game, there'll be a reaction on here as well when Nigeria plays
Are they
Tanzania.
available?
Yeah, there'll be
That
a
might
reaction
show on Tuesday, abi?
on Tuesday.
On
To the
Tuesday,
third,
on
yeah.
Tuesday, on Tuesday.
Yes,
12, abi, 12 p.m. in the afternoon.
yes, I'll confirm. But once
Sharp.
the game is over, we'll all be here. We'll be here again to react to that game.
So,
I know. Good luck. You have your hand in your hand for that game. But what can we do? They say Crisanto's
yeah.
Uche is not good enough, but he has proved them now back-to-back games that
That boy,
Yeah.
that goal,
he knows what he's doing.
that goal. Trevela strike.
Yeah, outside of the right foot,
Wonderful goal.
like the ball bent.
Trevela.
So for me, people argue. I ask I say, who is the Zidane in front of him? If you show me a better midfielder in front of him, I would say
Usman Mohammed.
no problem.
Usman Mohammed.
Usman
Mohammed.
Mohamedinho.
I don't think
It's in front of him. Mohamedinho is in front of him. So why can we invite him when we have our own Brazilian Nigerian?
Yeah.
So I want to thank you guys so much for being on here. It's really been
No problem.
fun.
No problem. Same leg, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Same leg.
And I'll see you guys on.
My brother.
Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. As
Mr.
well.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Do one.
See you as well.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you guys.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah. So thank everyone who stayed tuned to the channel, what all through. I know it's not a usual full house because those who have kind of sort of misread the channel to feel like it's only about Nigerian stuff. But of course, we'll talk about Premier League, talk about the clubs you support on the channel. So this show will be coming up every Friday pre the game. And once the game for Saturday ends, we'll have this on. We'll have a match of the day on here where we'll go through all the games and fans will be free to react and call on the channel. So, like I always say, thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much for being on the channel, and I'll see you on yet another video. Stay well and most definitely stay blessed.